Hello dear friends, this is Laboratories IELTS. In this very first video, we are going to learn about the essay formats that we can use in our essays, and it will help you to make your writing much easier, because when we sit in the IELTS exam, then difficult task is that how we approach the given essay. So we have simplified this technique for you so that you do not have to think a lot when you sit in the exam and look whether you want to agree with the essay or disagree with the essay. So I'm going to have a look into this essay, and let's see how I prefer to approach if agree or disagree essay appears in the IELTS exam. So we are going to look this sample essay. It is often said that government spend too much money on projects to protect wildlife, while there are other problems that are more important. Now we have a question statement here, because this is the statement. We say this is the statement, and we have to be aware about the question. So this is the question. The question is whether you agree or disagree with this essay. So my approach is to go for one side. Either you can agree with the statement or disagree with this statement. For example, here the essay says that government spends too much money to protect wildlife while we have other problems. It doesn't matter to the examiner that whether you agree with this expenditure or not, or government should spend more on problems related to poverty or other things that we have in the society. So you have to fulfill the criteria for the IELTS exam. Okay, so it doesn't matter whether you partially agree or disagree with this statement or agrees with this statement. But my approach is to go for one side, either agree or disagree with the essay. I have made this format so that it becomes quite easier for us to write the essay. The very first thing we are going to do is to paraphrase this whole sentence. We are not going to change the sentence structure or anything else, but we can change few words like government to official authorities, or money, finance, projects. We can change it with something else. So we have to think about the different vocabulary that we can use instead of using same word. So the first thing that we are going to use is paraphrase this statement, and then we are going to give our view whether we agree or disagree with this statement. So you have to write as it is. This essay agrees or disagrees with this statement, because you have to think about one point and you have to think about second point. Okay, you do not need to have very great ideas, but ideas should be relevant to the topic so that it puts an impression on examiner's mind. Okay, after giving out 2 points, and these 2 points will be discussed in detail in the body paragraph 1 and body paragraph 2, and then at the last we are going to reiterate first 2 points in the conclusion. So how we are going to approach the first body paragraph? You can start the body paragraph 1 with the main reason why that government spend more money or do not spend money on. Then you have to explain, because this first point should be explained here. In other words, do not copy these words, but you have to choose these synonyms for reiterating the point at this place. Okay, then you have to define why this point is going to affect, or how this point is going to affect. Then in the last you can choose the same format. Therefore, what the thing is going to happen because of this reason. Okay, then you have to provide a simple example. That's you can choose any example, real life example or survey or anything else. You can choose that. So we have finished with the body paragraph 1. Okay, so the first introduction is going to be around 40 to 50 words. Okay, then we do not need to think much about them. We have already covered 40 to 50 words in the first paragraph. Now in the for body paragraph 1, you have to write words around 75 to 95 words. So that's enough, because otherwise we are going to overwrite what has been asked in the exam. You have to write 250 words. Okay, not less than 250 words, but it is not recommended to go beyond 300 words, because we have to look after the grammar, other aspects of the writing. We can get out of the task from the what has been asked in the statement. So similarly for the body paragraph 2, we are going to start with the very first line. Another reason behind this, why you agree or disagree with this statement, then what is going to happen due to this point, and then the result of this happening. Then we have to give the example, and that's it. So the word should be around 75 to 95. Okay, so 75, 150, we have around 40 to 50 words. Okay, final. Then we have already covered 200 words, so we just need to write 50 more words. So in the final paragraph, that is the conclusion paragraph, and where we have to conclude our essay, that I have experienced this, and now I'm going to conclude this essay. So first, we have to paraphrase this statement here. Paraphrase the statement here. Paraphrase the statement here, and then why including in this paraphrase statement, you have to include that you agree with this statement or not. You have to just keep in mind, and then you have to reiterate two points, because this point and this point. So point 1, or you can say idea 1 point. So similarly here, 1.2. So this is the whole structure that you have to use in the, sorry, not here, I misunderstood. Okay, body paragraph point 1, point 2, then point 1, point 2. So now look at the example. So I'm going to start with this very first line. It is argued that the state, I have changed it to government to states. So this is the paraphrased sentence. Okay, just mark it here, this color there. Beautiful. So it is argued that states expend too much financial resources on wildlife protection initiatives. However, there are so many other important issues to spend money. This essay agrees with this statement, because now have a look at this. Okay, now we have point 1, because people are losing their life due to hunger. I agree with this statement, because government is spending too much money to protect the wildlife. However, we have many problems. So I agree with this statement that government should spend less money. So this is my first point. First point is, so my first point is people are losing their life due to hunger. Okay, and the health infrastructure should be given priority, because we are seeing that there are many diseases. If we see as at this time, COVID scenario is really dangerous for people. People are losing their lives. So the main reason why spending more money on wildlife projects is not worthy is because there are so many people around the world who die due to starvation. So I have reiterated this hunger into who die due to starvation. Starvation is synonym to hunger because they do not have enough money. So governments have to look at them that why people are dying. Therefore, a significant amount of annual budget should be spent people from dying. Okay, so now this is the example. Example is this. A recent study by Cambridge University found that nearly 5% of world's population falls asleep without dinner. And this starvation has resulted in maximum number of deaths among these people. You can stop the video and watch this whole paragraph and study it carefully, how I approach things when I go for the IELTS exam. Another reason behind this is that the healthcare system in most countries is underfunded, and due to this, in government-run hospitals do not have staff and equipment because they don't have money. Due to this, in government hospital they do not have staff and equipments. So this results in losing people's life because of bad facilities at government hospitals. So it's pretty clear and very simple. For example, in South African countries, spending on healthcare system is only 3% of their annual financial budgets, which leads to have a low quality infrastructure and state-owned medical facilities. So this is how we approach things, and it's much easier to get 6.5 or 7. But if you want 7, then you have to improve your vocabulary. For if you want to get just 6 or 6.5, then it's great. In conclusion, expenditure on the other much needed things should be increased. So I have reiterated this statement as well as stated my opinion here, because many individuals suffering from the hunger, they suffer because they are dying, and the government-run medical facilities are not provided with enough financial resources to treat people. So this is my second point. I have reiterated my second point here. So this is how you should approach in the IELTS exam, because examiner is not looking for whether you agree with the point or not, and they are not also looking for the both views, whether you are partially agree. Just you can pick your one view and go for it. And so this is how you should approach in the IELTS exam to get 6.5 or 7. Just keep in mind that your writing should be simple and error-free. So if you have less errors, then there are more chances that you are going to get 6.5 or even 7. So that's the end of the first video, how you can improve your IELTS writing. In the next video, we will look at how we can discuss both views essay. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you learned something, please comment below. Do subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to get the latest notifications. Thank you.